Hey guys, I'm starting to see some people joining in today. We got our Tuesday 90, 60, 30 class. What we're going to need for that is some heavy weights for some multi-joint movements. You're going to need a step, whether that's, whatever you guys have been using. I have to go grab mine still. But yeah, if that's been a chair or an actual step in your house, as well as some small to medium-sized weights for some shoulder-specific movements. But guys, we're going to go ahead and get started here in a couple minutes. For both like the quick toe taps as well as full step ups, so you want some height there as well. Okay. There we are. Other than that, we'll also need some heavy weights for the multi-joint movements, as well as some smaller weights. We're going to do some of that shoulder circuit work today. Okay. And then right there, how about you start giving me those arm circles for us? Feels like a lot more people came into downtown today. Maybe that's just me, but seems like we're picking up a little bit. I saw a couple families walking down the streets as well. So go ahead, start going backwards for me, you guys at home. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully the sun comes in with the summer, at least the brighter outlook. Go ahead right there. Give me those hamstrings and chest openers. And right there, crank it up. Let's go high knees, or at least a march for me. So I know you said you didn't have anything specific planned for this Thursday, Friday, your days off, but are you going to try to get any work done, or are you guys really going to relax at home?
I'll get work done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it, yeah, any gardening in or?
Birthday party.
Oh, all right. Whose birthday?
Well, it's my mom's and my granddaughter's on the 22nd.
Okay. Awesome. Let's go ahead and start giving me those squats right there. Okay, well, that'll be fun. Jessica and Dot are in. They also say hi. Guys, go ahead, start giving me those calf raises as well. We're going to need some heavy weights for some multi-joint movements, some light weights. We're going to have some shoulder circuit work in there, as well as a step, whatever we've been using at home, whether that's an actual step on our staircase or however we've been doing those in the past. But we're going to have some step ups as well as some quick feeds to go off of those type of platforms, wherever you guys are using at home. Otherwise, right there, go ahead, start giving me those knee hugs here. We'll roll the ankles out in a second. And even that out, and then go ahead, give me some of those ankle rolls. Again, sitting back on the heels, forward on the toes. Get the blood flow back going to it, or woo, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Was it like they were squeezing, or was it kind of like they wanted to stretch out? The spread? Okay. Let's go ahead right there. Start giving me some lunges forward or back, or those mountain climber stretches. But, yeah, it might be. It's a little warmer, and then yeah, we did a lot of leg work yesterday. Definitely want to make sure we're staying hydrated. But at least it was better like in the middle of the night before you went to bed versus waking up. I've had that happen, especially back in like football, college. You'd wake up and the calf is just going. Right there, start giving me those side shifts. Side shifts once you even out those two legs from the lunges. Did you start to feel it again when you were doing this, or just reminded you of it? Okay, good. I mean, because eventually, yeah, obviously with us doing those, should get a little bit of warmth back up there, so hopefully decrease the likelihood of that happening again tonight. But we did do a lot yesterday with a lot of holds and pulses. And right there, come on up, guys. Opening up those hips and knees from the midline out. And right there, give me the opposite, bringing that knee from the outside to the in, away from the body to the midline. And grab some water. Feel free to stretch more if we want to. We're going to get started here in a little bit. You guys are still stretching. What we're going to start off, though, is we're going to do that shoulder circuit. So it's going to be that lateral to front, 45 seconds. After that, we're going to that rear delt to a Y raise. Probably skipping the Y raise if that ever gets too sore, just focusing on the rear delt if we need to. After that, we're going to have caterpillars. And if we don't want to do caterpillars, we're going to be doing RDLs. And then followed by that, we have windmills and then bird dogs for that first set. But again, first exercise is going to be a combination lateral raises, front raises. We're starting here in 8 seconds. And yep, that one. So it's going 4, 3, 2, and right there. Perfect. Arms out to a T, arms out in front. Just getting them up to parallel with the ground, so pretty much shoulder length. Being mindful of that wrist movement, making sure we're not over flexing or overextending the wrist or over abducting, over adducting. Want to keep that wrist nice and neutral. If we ever start to get fatigued, let's make sure we're not throwing the weights up there. As controlled as possible. If you have to take a couple of reps off, that's okay, but that's how we'd rather protect the shoulder. Just 5 more seconds here. Then we'll switch over to the rear delt in 2 and 1. So once again, give me that staggered stance here. Arms go straight back like a reverse fly, and then up to a Y. Go ahead, start right there, guys. Again, if that Y raise ever gets too much, because that is the weakest muscle out of the 4 that we're training, or at least weakest muscle group, just stick to the rear delt. That'll be a little bit stronger. But both of these type of movements are a little bit of a disadvantage to that traditional lateral raise and front raise. Just 10 seconds though for me, guys. 10 seconds. And 2 and 1. So guys, here we're going 1 of 2 options. We're going caterpillar or inchworm walkouts, either with the hands or the feet. If we don't want to do those, we're just sticking here with an RDL. Again, focus here is to get the hamstrings a little bit more warmed up. So I'll let you guys make that decision at home. Let's start in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So once again, guys, I don't mind if the hands choose to walk out, or if we'd rather walk back the feet. However we're more comfortable. Again, main focus here is just get those hamstrings nice and firing. Because after this, we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. We got windmills coming at us, so those are going to be a nice hamstring heavy motion, and we want to make sure we feel nice and warmed and comfortable with that range of motion going in there. 2 and 1. I'll let us set down those weights. If we were utilizing RDLs, and again, windmills, opposite arm, opposite leg. Let's start in 3, 2, and begin. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and let's head on down to the mats here. Bird dogs coming at us. If we don't want to do bird dogs, we can of course substitute with Supermans. I think it's good to get a little variation, but let's start in 3, 2, and opposite arm, opposite leg, constantly alternating between the 2 exercises, trying to get that arm as straight as possible, that back leg as straight as possible. And 5, 4, 3, 2, break right there, guys. Grab me some water here, and we'll get set with our second set here in a second. All right, guys, you guys are still grabbing that water if you want to. Next thing, I'll just walk through it quick. We're going to have rows, nothing special about that. Then we're going to go over to our step. Goal here is to get that knee high, and again, get that front leg nice and low, activate those glutes, up, come back down, switch it over, back up. Again, trying to focus on getting that other knee as high as we can, getting a little power in there as well. Followed by that, we have squat jumps, skaters, back onto the ground here. We're going to have penguins after that. Let's get ready to start here. We have 8, 7. Once again, this is rows coming at us. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pinch the shoulders, drive those elbows up to the ceiling. Back stays nice and straight throughout. And again, you're leading with the elbows. Try to bring those up to the ceiling. But the movement starts there by pinching the shoulder blades. Again, that's just a postural thing that we like to point out. While you guys are going there, I will say this again because I believe I've said this in the past. Maybe you guys are just using a stair step, so you don't maybe have that much height here. If you'd rather just do single leg step ups here in a second. 3, 2, and 1. I'll give you guys that option, and I'll give you guys a switch command once we're halfway through. So if we have a lower heighted weight, that's going to help us doing just that single leg, still getting that glute activation. But again, weights here are optional. 3, 2, 1, go ahead. So the 2 options at home, depending on our height of the platform, are normal step ups. And if we maybe don't have that much height there, so there won't be much glute, just give me a single leg here, trying to get as low as we can on that leg that's on the platform. I'll tell you guys to switch when we're halfway. No, that's okay. If you're doing it, yep, if you're doing it right. And switch for me there, guys, if we were just doing the one leg at home, if we were maybe using just a step. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming off the platform here. We have squat jumps here, just normal squat jumps, but you can make it a variant if you want. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. With these squat jumps, goal is always one, to try to get as high as we can, or to try to get as many reps as we can by keeping those feet to the ground, reloading, and just getting up and off as fast as we can. Ten seconds for me. We hop over to skaters. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find our space here. Again, goal here is either for distance or speed, depending on how much space we have at home. But let's start in 2 and 1. Getting those arms involved. If we maybe want to touch the ground, we have that opportunity, but I'm sure if we crank up the speed, even just trying to get those feet reconnected with the ground, that'll get our heart rate going. 15 seconds for me, that's halfway. Then we're hopping back down to the ground. We got penguins after this. Five, 3, 2, 1. Let's jump on down here with me, guys. Penguins or heel touches. Again, pretty much a slight crunch, oblique activation. Let's go right there, you guys. Wonderful. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Right there, guys. Grab me another drink. We'll have our third set here starting in a moment. While you guys are finishing up on that water, next set here is going to be squats. After that, lunges. And then from there, we have jumping jacks into toe taps. So again, that's when it could be nice to have a little bit of a lower thing. We're just getting those toe taps in, coming back down to the ground. We have flutter kicks to end it off. So again, weights here, squats, normal squats. I'll have a nice hold for us at the end. Let's start with our squats here in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pressing through those heels as low as we can go, getting those glutes activated by sitting back. And because I was just going to say, let's just sit down and pulse. But if you don't want to pulse, you don't have to. But I'm having everybody sit down and pulse here for a second. Now we have a 10-second hold at the bottom, no pulsing, just holding, keeping those legs nice and still. And 4, 3, 2, 1. We're coming up, you guys. We're going into those lunges, forwards or back. If we don't want to do those, I'll give you guys the option to do side lunges. I don't think that conflicts. But otherwise, normal lunges here. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. So again, we're doing our lunges here, trying to get some single leg activation. Again, just some iso leg. If the side lunge or the forward or back lunges don't work, like I said, we have that option to give me those side lunges, feet planted, feet mobile, depending on your space at home. Ten seconds for me. We hop into jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, shake those legs out because we did get a lot of glute in there. Start on those jumping jacks in 4, 3, 2, and jumping jacks. Again, instead of jumping jacks, we have those options for those star reach outs. Two and 1. Right there, guys. Again, hop it out for me a little bit right there. We're getting ready for those toe taps, wherever those might be. Even if we don't have a board at home, you can come to your wall, imagine a spot, maybe this outlet here, and you're just giving me toe taps on the outlet. Again, if you don't maybe have some steps or stairs available, but for those of us who do, we're right here as fast as we can get those going. Let's start in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, begin. For me right there, you guys. As quick as we can get those legs moving, the faster we get the arms going too, the faster we'll get going. Yep. If you feel that maybe touching the board or touching the stairs is slowing you down, feel free to keep those toes just off or maybe avoid connecting. That'll get you going a little bit faster here for me, guys. 10 seconds. Let's see if we can speed up a little bit if we feel comfortable with it. 2 and 1. Catch your breath. We're heading down though. We got flutter kicks, so a lot of feet movement in between those two activities. Hands beneath the low back. Kick in with those heels going about 6 inches to 12 inches. Let's start 3, 2, 1. Again, the lower we can go on those kicks, the harder it's going to be. But of course, we're trying to avoid letting those heels rest on the floor. Trying to get as much movement as there as possible. Water break hitting us after this one, guys. Everybody hold the feet just below the ground. And 3, 2, and 1. Breathe it out, guys. Grab me some water. We're back here in a second. While you guys are coming back, we're going to start here on the ground. We have pec flies followed by push-ups or a bench press if we have enough weight to do a bench press. After that, we're going to be back up on the ground, and we're going to be giving us just in a squat position, jabs back and forth, trying to maintain torso neutrality, again, avoiding overturning, so a little bit of obliques. Followed by that, we have uppercuts coming back down to finish this off. We'll have bicycles on the ground. But again, starting down here on the mat, you're giving me just some normal pec flies here. If you guys want to use the platform, I guess absolutely we can get that as well. But let's start those flies in 2 and 1. Feeling the stretch on the chest, really focusing on activating that chest, bringing those arms into midline. Then, like I said, the next exercise will be your choice if you want to utilize bench press, if you feel you have a heavy enough weight, or we're utilizing push-ups. Ten more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'll let you make that adjustment if you want to switch over to push-ups, just a quick rotation over. And then we'll start in 3, 2, and 1. She's trying the push-ups. All right. Go ahead. Again, we have that option here. We're either doing a push-up or we can stick with those bench presses if we had enough weight, if we felt like we were comfortable with that weight. Not really monitoring speed here, guys. Just going at a comfortable pace. Again, trying to maximize that chest tension that we just got from those pec flies. Giving the triceps a little bit of a break. Really trying to squeeze those arms into midline. Just 10 seconds for me right here, guys. 10 seconds. After that, we're coming back up, going into those squats with jabs. 2, 1. We're up. Squatting down low. And again, just jabbing out here. Let's start in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead right there, guys. The faster you get those jabs, the harder this is going to be. And again, the goal is to keep that body pointed straight ahead. Avoid over rotating here. Just getting some oblique work in there as well with this. 10 seconds here, and then we're switching into uppercuts, which again, that's going to focus on our flexion, extension of the spine here, trying to avoid that momentum of the arms. 2, 1. So we're going to be right here. 2, 1. Go right there, you guys. Again, the faster you go, the harder this is going to be. "15 more seconds, head down to the ground, bicycles to finish this off. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down here. Bicycles, those legs can be mobile if they want them to be, or you can keep them straight planted on the ground or straight up. But bicycles, 2, 1, right there for me, guys. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax right there, guys. Grab your water. Once you do that, you're joining me here, one foot in front of the other. Just give me a hamstring stretch right there. And right there, switch it over. Same thing, other side. Right there, let's give me a V stretch right down the middle here. Yes, do feel free to keep sipping that water while we're stretching throughout. Let's give me a butterfly stretch right here. Bringing it down to the ground here, one ankle over the opposite knee, giving me that figure 4 glute stretch over here, guys. Again, allows us to tackle that piriformis muscle. And switch over to the other side. Right there, switch back to that first glute side. And then while you're also stretching that glute, that far leg, let's give me a few plantar flexion, dorsiflexions, and just overall ankle rolls, keeping that ankle moving on the far side. Again, getting some blood flow going to there. And switch, same thing, opposite side. Right there, guys, come on up. Find me a wall or some way that you guys feel comfortable stretching that back quad, or sorry, calf muscle right there. And switch over, same thing, other side. Right there, guys, give me a nice quad stretch here, whether or not you want to use the wall while we're over there. Again, just stretching that quad for us. Switch, same thing, other side. And right there, guys, I have you return to me. Relax the shoulders a little bit. Give me a few shrugs, forwards and back. And then we're going to dip that chin into the chest. Back in the neck stretch here, forward neck to end us off. Right there, raising it up. Same thing, opposite direction though. Chin to the ceiling, stretching the front of our neck. Relax there. One ear, same side shoulder, side of the neck. Being mindful of that back end shoulder, trying to avoid it from creeping up, although it might do that just a little bit. But just being aware of it can help release some of that tension. Back to center, give me the same thing on the other side. And that'll be it right there, you guys. Thank you guys for joining us in today. Doc, glad to see you there as well here. I know that you said you jump in the stream now that you're working from home. And yeah, Jessica, Dot, hope to see you guys the rest of the week as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.